So this is for your solution 1, and you can see that we've pre-weighed some malonic acid and some MnSO4 for solution 1 because it's a combination of the two, and these are going to be dissolved in distilled water and leveled out to 50 milliliters of solution. So I'm going to dump that using a funnel, and the hopes are is getting all of this inside this volumetric flask. So I'm going to, because I need to hold this, so I'm going to wash this with some distilled water in hopes that I can chase this down into this flask right here without leaving some of it on this weighing tray. So this is called trying to do a one-handed lab and making it happen so that it will all get into this volumetric flask. So we'll see how this theory all goes here. We're doing the best we can here to try to get some of this malonic acid that direction. So we'll see how good of a shot I am. How's that? We got most of it. Most is not good enough, so I'll do another rinse here to try to get the rest of it in there. And then our job, once we get all of this off this weighing tray, in hopes that's what we're trying to do, and there we go. Okay, you can see that there's still just a tad bit left there, so don't mind my one-handedness here for a second, but I'm going to actually chase that down inside there. There we go. So all of that is now into the volumetric flask, and our job now is to level this off. This is a 50 ml volumetric flask, and we're going to put some more distilled water into this, making sure that we've washed things all the way down inside the funnel, and we're going to fill it up to mostly full, and then I'm going to shake it to dissolve, and then we'll level it. So here's yep, there it goes. And this is again solution 1, which is distilled water behind the scenes of two solids mixed together. Okay, so now I'm going to shake this to encourage it to dissolve and stoppering it with my gloved hand. Yes, this is a skill that's very typical, whether it's a 50 ml volumetric flask or whether it is much larger. In other chemistry classes, as you move on into your college career, you will have to mix your own solutions, and so that's what this lab was practice in, was doing the calculations and then going and getting the stock supplies and mixing the solutions accordingly. So this is where you start out with a solid amount that you have to weigh, and then you have to make this dissolve in the volume that you've been assigned. So you can see that right now, as this settles out, it's mostly dissolved, so I'm just going to shake it a little bit more. And I think we have achieved the dissolving. So what we're going to do now is level it off. And so there's our line, and we're going to level this off so that we have 50 milliliters in this volumetric flask. There we go. And there's our line. And I don't know if you can tell from the camera, there it is, parked right on the line. So there you go. There's that solution.